Hey guys, Ponce here on the PvE with Ornn, the new champion which was just released. And I'm going to let you guys know how his passive Living Forge works, as well as show off all the new items you can make with the whole Masterwork system and the stat differences compared to the lower tier items. But before we do that, let's just kind of make sure everyone's on the same page here and go over how Living Forge works. In case people didn't read the preview thing. So yeah, basically the deal with this character is he doesn't have to back to buy most items. He can build really any item. He can't buy potions because as the right employee phrased it, he's a blacksmith, not a alchemist. So yeah, you can't just stay in lane with potions you're buying that way forever. But if you do have a bunch of gold in lane or anywhere in the map, you can just go like, okay, I want this now, and then just buy it immediately. So let me show you how that works. You can either select one of their what are these called? I guess like the suggested items, I suppose that is. But you're certainly not limited to that. You can just go directly into the shop menu and like, you know what, I want, let's get some tier 2 boots. Spend the gold like so. Or, like I want a long sword or whatever. You get the idea. And of course, you can pick here, like so. Now, keep in mind, it looks like if you accidentally click something down here, like let's say, oh, I want a chain vest, or like let's see I don't know, your mouse is somewhere down here and trying to click on something, and you accidentally click on like Frozen Heart, you can't actually cancel it, so you're kind of stuck with this. And as far as I can tell, you cannot refund this, so yeah, make sure you do that carefully. But anyway, maybe there's some system in place that I'm not aware of to prevent that, or they're going to add something eventually. But in any case, that's the one kind of thing you need to be careful of. All right, so next, let's go into the whole, what is it? The Masterwork system. So there are a number of new items. It's not like you can upgrade everything. There are a set number of items. First off being Molten Edge, which is the Infinity Edge upgrade. Trinity Fusion, which you guys know what it's made from. Infernal Mask, Rabadon's Deathcrown, the Obsidian Cleaver, Forgefire Cape, Slavation, and Circlet of the Iron Solari. Now, for those of you who want the actual stat differences, I'll go over them quickly here, but I'll put the actual numbers down below in the description. So just hit like show more, I think, in the description down below, and you can see all this stuff. But yeah, Molten Edge will have 30 extra AD. Trinity Fusion will have an extra 100 HP, 100 mana, 10 AD, 10% attack speed, and 3% movement speed. Oh, I should mention all these things, most of these things cost 1,000 extra gold to upgrade, and the 2 support upgrades are only 500. So in terms of item cost, stat, blah, 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 like they all seem about right, or even more or less. Next we have Infernal Mask, which gains 200 HP and a whopping 45 MR, which, again, that like makes sense in terms of costs and stuff, but I think this actually makes this item the highest MR item in the game. Anyway, next we have, also incident, I guess, Infinity Edge is technically the highest base AD item in the game. But anyway, Rabadon's 175 AP, so that's an increase of 55, a lot of AP. Obsidian Cleaver, which is 150 HP and 20 AD. Fireforge Cape gains 200 HP and 30 armor. And then finally, the 2 items, they don't gain as much, but they only cost 500 extra. This one here, the Slavation, gains 100 HP, 100% extra base HP regen, and 50% extra base mana regen. And lastly, the Circlet here gains 10 armor and 15 MR. So yeah, it only, on all the items, it only ever upgrades the base stat, or rather, yeah, the base stats. It never messes around with any of the weird passives or actives or anything like that. It also never touches CDR, incidentally. So if a CDR is ever a component in an item, it won't touch that. It'll just buff the other stats. That seems to be the common point there. But in any case, oh, I should probably mention, yes, anyone else can build one of these items so long as they have an Ornn on their team. But everyone is limited to only one of these. So you can't buy Molten Edge and Trinity Fusion and Infernal Mask, etc., etc. For example, like you can see here, I already have Trinity Fusion, so it's locking out these other items. I can't, get my Molten Edge or whatever if I wanted it. So yeah, there you have it. That's the system. I don't know if they're going to add anything else in the future. This seems like a pretty decent spread of items. Maybe they'll add a few more. But yeah, that's kind of it. I'm off to go stream this new character now. If you happen to catch this video right after I upload it, I'll probably be streaming a good while, even though it's kind of late. But yeah, that's Ornn and his new Living Forge passive system. as well as the whole masterwork item stuff. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys around, and look forward to possibly seeing you on twitch.tv/Ponce for more live Ornn gameplay, and we'll test out the new items and whatnot. Goodbye.